Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of D313 X. Excuse me, Rapaport. Rapaport. My apologies. Rapaport. What's going on, everybody? How y'all feeling, man? How you feeling, Nomas J? You muted, man. You muted. You, you, you muted, man.
Brought to you by what.com? StreamYard. Well, man, I'm feeling how I'm feeling, man. On this very oddball Monday. Oh man, say today. Oh well. Yeah, man, I'm cool. How about y'all?
Man, we cool, man.
Good.
How you feeling, Bree, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's another marvelous day. If I get a sports world day, with
Absolutely.
a lot of stuff going on, man. So, whoo. But I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling real good.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I hope both of y'all guys had a good weekend.
Oh, good.
To start out the new week. This is draft week. Definitely excited for that, man. We gonna be live Thursday. Definitely,
Sure.
it's gonna be fun. Definitely exciting. Bree, we definitely need you there, man. We definitely.
Oh, I'm there, bro.
We definitely,
I'm there.
man. Yes, we definitely, man.
What time we going on? 7:30?
Yeah, we 7:30, brother. 7:30.
Okay.
7:30, man. So, yeah, man. So let's get into it for another episode of D313 Rapaport, episode 3, man. We got to talk about start off with the Jameson Williams suspension that's been talked about. So as that being said, I'm gonna start it off with Nomas J, to go forward with this topic. So go ahead, Nomas J.
JMO. Goddamn, what the hell was you thinking of? Yeah, it was very stupid. So, first off, it was Jameson Williams and three other players on the roster. Quintez Cephas being one of them. Obviously, one of our special teams captains and aces and holes, CJ Moore and Barry Hill, whatever his name was. So, and somebody from the Commanders, they also got caught up with that same thing. But Jameson Williams, of course, his wasn't for NFL games or whatever, so it could have been something else. Problem is, why? Why, J-Mo? Why? Of all the times that this team need a unity right now, you gotta be the one oddball causing this havoc. And it's not like he beat up somebody or something like that. Fine, but you suspended yourself. You suspended yourself, got yourself suspended for something you didn't need to do, and it's just not a good look. You started off hurt. You know what I'm saying? We took a chance on him, and we passed up on a lot of good defensive talent by that chance of doing that. And now we pick you. You've been kind of making it known you ain't low-key been happy here because, obviously you felt that you should have got more targets when you started playing. Obviously, he probably not the biggest fan of the quarterback, but he's been doing a lot of immature stuff. And this is not what the Lions are supposed to be about. And I think right now, this proves my point when I said that they didn't make that pick for him based off cultural, like they kept trying to throw people into. They made the pick because it was finessed by his talent, which I understand that because he has talent that could be game-changing. But the problem is, you ain't got it up here. What the heck are we taking you for? Now, you got a lot of fan base that don't want nothing to do with Jalen Carter. Well, at least with Jalen Carter, we see already out to the open what he's been going through. You know what I'm saying? You got a chip to get him in and try to work with him there. But J-Mo, it's been under the surface because of the injury. And now he's, a rumor has it he was at the practice facilities working out with the rest of the players. Okay, hopefully he has been. But it's just been a little bit too much immaturity coming from him. I need more seriousness. I don't need to see you, liking other quarterbacks supposed. I understand why you're doing that, but I need you to be more dialed in onto what we're doing. You need the only way you go ultimately get where you want to be is when you start putting in that work and focusing on football. And I need him to do that. And so far, it don't seem like he's consistently doing it. It's starting to feel like the early 2000s. It's giving me that kind of scare right now.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. Yeah, man. I know the rules in the, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they sponsor these bets and parlays, what I'm saying, out there, but you can't go, but you can't, place any bets. You
Participate.
can't, yeah, you can't participate in that. So, it's, it's unfortunately, what I'm saying, you know, it has to, the rules is like that. If that's the case, you know, let the players participate. Now, I would say this: I wouldn't bet on games. You know what I'm saying? I would say that I wouldn't, even, especially if you play in that same sport. Now, I would say that. Now, if it's something like a different sport, like NFL players betting on basketball games, hey, they're not playing the sport. If you playing their own sport, that's a different situation. So betting on games, because you want to tell us, yeah, I'm betting on this person. Hey, I want you to just get 3 catches. I can win. 5 G's. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, no. So as Jameson Williams, man, like you said, the talent that he has, man, he shows it when he's out there in the field. But you got to have this. You got to have this. You got to be smarter than that, man. You can't sit up here and make stupid decisions like this, man. Now
Right.
you cost of you getting guaranteed money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You cost that because the stupidity. And you just seen what Calvin Ridley did. He got suspended for a whole year of gambling. And Quintez Cephas and the Barrett Hill, and y'all did y'all pay attention about what Calvin really went through? Suspended for a
Especially
whole
Cephas, because like Cephas and CJ Moore ought to be ashamed. Like Cephas been dealing with injuries. He been dealing with,
and been
being
out the
put
rotation.
Yeah. Why would you get caught in doing that?
Yeah, out of the rotation. So, it's just, Jameson, you gotta be smarter than that, man. But yeah, the good thing is though, he still could participate in off-season activities, in preseason, activity, and play preseason games. So, like you say, it's just not him playing the first 6 games of the regular season. You know what I'm saying? Like, that hurts. So now it's like, the organization team, they can't trust you all the way. They can't trust you all the way. So now you got to go. Not only that, when you come, you got to show the work, not only on the field, but you got to earn their trust off the field. And that's going to take a while, because the simple fact you did what you did. It should never came down to that. So you got to be smarter than that. So, but yeah, man, it's a shame. It's a shame that, like I said, hopefully now Jameson Williams will learn from this. And like you said, he got to put the work in on and off the field, man. So he got to be smarter than that. You got to make better choices and decisions. So definitely. So Bree, what about you, man?
Man, to me, it was a dumb thing for all players involved in this. And I was just like I was saying, man, I'm surprised about Cephas, or I got another name for him, but I ain't gonna say it. But CJ Moore, man, it's just it makes no sense. Like, you have to know the rules and regulations to betting and everything. So for JMO, and we were so anticipating for JMO to play. Like, this is finally a time when he plays and he's healthy. Now we gotta wait more games, especially with the high expectations that this team have, and in this division. So it's just, to me, and like you said, the Calvin Ridley thing should have been an example to what not to do, as far as betting and everything. So, and even I can even take it as far as Pete Rose. Pete Rose is banned from baseball. So that should be another example of people. So it's to me it's just dumb in all ways, man, with all these players. And I hope he does learn from this. And this is a growing period, and that he can get better from this.
Yeah.
And just be concentrating on football and stay away from the people who got you into this.
Right.
And just the bad crowd in general. So that's my take on that, man. Just Jameson Williams, just be more smart, hang around better people, concentrate on the game, and just let everything else follow after that. No.
Yeah, that's facts, man. At the end of the day, like I said, hopefully, like my dad always tell me, man, your suffering is your best teacher. And hopefully that he's picking up that he got to take things seriously. Even if it's about if you just don't even want to be here, cool. Play hard now, you know what I'm saying? So that way you play so good, we can't afford you. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. If it is that. And I want to, kind of defend myself on a part of this topic real quick. I ain't gonna take too long. Twitter, I've announced that this is on Brad Holmes to a certain extent because I said at the end of the day, yeah, you can't 1 minute say that they want guys who fit a certain culture and they can talk to these players and tell if they fit or not, and then you turn around and take somebody who's constantly either hurt or making mistakes and not taking things seriously enough. Because I shouldn't be hearing press conferences where he's saying it's on J-Mo. He should know that J-Mo is putting in the work already. I shouldn't have to hear that type of stuff. Certain things with 12th overall pick, I should not be hearing. You know what I'm saying? I believe he can turn his life around. Again, it's not like he did domestic violence or anything or was doing drug abuse policy. No, he just gambled. But that can be telling. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, for Brad Holmes and them, they got to start sticking to what they say because they'll get lost in it because you're saying one thing and then we're seeing something else. Because you can take a choir boy and he can turn around and get himself in a lot of trouble. And you can take a guy who is out loud with trouble around his name, you can turn him into one of those good citizens. So that just lets people know that, you know what I'm saying, that this GM got to start sticking up to what they say. He don't have a radar to tell who got good characters or not. And I'm not saying this kid character is totally bad, but this is he having a bad showing so far. So just saying for future references to anybody who's listening. Not trying to blame Brad Holmes, but I'm just gotta say they are a little bit partially responsible. They shouldn't have to come in and tell you not to gamble, but just for the sake of argument, because they do got a lot of young players, it's probably best that they should admit it. If they did and he still did it, then that just proves to our point on why I said what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, that's all I got for the subject.
See, and I also got to say something too. They got to stop having these betting commercials too, because that's not making it easier for people too. You know what I'm saying? Like you having all these things you saying is bad, but yet you still promoting this stuff. It's like which one is it?
Mm-hmm.
So and then with this suspension, it should have other guys got to step up. All the Swift, and all the other receivers, they got to step up too.
Absolutely.
They should already know what to come in to do. I mean, it's mostly everybody that was there last year, minus DJ Chark and Myra Jones swap. But other than that,
yeah, and Jamal Williams, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't really have much to say about your subject, man. Like I said, I said what I said. Like I said, Jameson just had to learn from mistakes and move forward, man. And like I said, take care of business on the field, off the field. Be smarter, man. So definitely, man. So he's just got to be better than that.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, man. So definitely, man. We're gonna move forward. Talking about Lions and this draft, man. Yeah, we coming up 3 days, man. 3 days, man.
Woo, let's go.
Yeah, man. This is on and popping, man. Draft. So, what you expect is going to, any predictions? What What's going to happen? The Lions may move their 18th pick. Where they may move down their 6th pick. Who they gonna give them a 6th pick?
Right. Now, when I see it on Twitter, I forgot who it was, so sorry I couldn't get the information, but it was a undercover rumor, that's what I'm gonna use, that the Lions are low-key shopping one of the early first-round picks. And I think it's pick 6, though. In other words, they willing to trade down. So that could be an undercover rumor, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta look at it too. If they lose out on whoever they want, and let's say they out on Carter, they don't want him there, what's the point in staying at 6? You see what I'm saying? So that could be a possibility. Because you're not gonna tell them you're taking a corner at 6 if you can drop down to 10 and take one, or you can drop down to 11 or whatever the case may be and take a corner. You know what I'm saying? So that could be a possible chance. That's what they looking to do, is shop if they don't feel like they want Carter, or they feel like he or all them quarterbacks might be gone. They more likely drop him back, and they might even be crazy enough to drop back and take Robinson. I'm starting to wonder if that's going to be a pick. Because your Eagles just took Derrick Henry.
Oh my goodness. Bree, go ahead. Bree, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
That just threw me off right there. Hey, King Henry to the Eagles. Wow, that's crazy.
I'm going to look at my Eagles app right now to make sure that's official.
I thought they did sign him.
That would have been talked about on Sports Center already.
Oh, okay. I thought that happened the other day.
There was talks.
I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be surprised, dude.
I don't have no updates about that, so it ain't official yet.
Okay,
there's a possibility they could move up Bree to get Will Anderson too. So that's a possibility as well. Trade with Arizona.
I don't want them doing that.
I think Will Anderson is going to be with the Houston Texans.
I can see that.
I need a lot of people saying they don't see it. Even the guys at D3 Kings, man. And I told him, like, hey, don't be surprised that Will Anderson might be with the Houston Texans, because D'Amico Ryan's a head coach now, a defensive mind. He won guys like a Will Anderson. So don't be surprised if they don't take a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to take a defensive. They probably going to get Davis Mills another chance. Or probably get a quarterback in the later round. Don't be surprised. But that's Houston. But far as the Lions, I think they're gonna keep their 6th pick. But I think they may trade that up for that on that 18th pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think they will. And I won't be surprised if they trade up and get a wide receiver, which I don't want them to get a wide receiver in the first round. We talking about defense.
Mm-hmm.
Defense. Get some defense. We get Jalen Carter in the 6th pick. We get somebody in the 18, another defensive player in the 18th. I would not have no problem getting Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem pretty much them trading down, period. But the reason why I think they'll still, like, if they, let's say I'm right about that first pick could be traded down, right? That could be telling, like, because if they choose to trade it down, they might take that pick as a free go ahead, take the best talent there available. That's why I think if they were to trade down, it will probably be like to 9 or 8 or something like that to take like Bijan, because if they, like I said, they is out on Carter, that could prompt them, because I don't see them taking corner that high. They could, but I don't know if I see them, and that might be where 18 or 48 come in place because if you look at the scenario, how they just spent all their money in free agency, then they traded Okuda. To me, that tells me they wasn't really feeling taking a DB in the top 3 this year. Because if that's the case, you know what I'm saying? I think they either would have let him stay or they would have asked for something else. And I think they're going to take one between, if they trade down, like you say, 18 to like, let's say 22 or something like that, or they trade down to 23. They could take a corner then, but if not, they could go the route of also still saying, well, no, we want a quarterback for the future. Because I'm still hearing, rumor has it that they're not done with that either. So that is still, to me, an option because I don't think, no matter what, they're not taking a guy like Will Levis or Anthony Richardson in the top 15, trade down or not. So I think with them, they'll either take their quarterback with the other first-round pick, and then that first pick, whatever they do with that, it's a toss-up between either Bijan or a different player on defense. I think that's where it's coming to. I don't think it's like black and white definitively like, oh, it's going to be defense, or they're taking a quarterback first and then a defense or back second. I don't think it's definitive like that. I think it just varies on what the options are. I mean, what y'all think though? Like,
I don't think Bijan Robinson. I think he's going to be end up gone. The Eagles are looking to possibly picking him because you know they got the pick from the Saints. So it's possible he might be going to the Eagles. So
yeah, that's true.
I don't think I would be shocked if we get BJ Robinson if he's still around. I'll be shocked if the Lions say go get him, but I just don't believe it. But we like you said, we need to make sure we're sure of our defense.
Yeah, that's true. That's
you have very valid points. So what you're saying, but I just believe that even if they trade up or trade down, that we're gonna get a defensive player. Now I hope they don't go out and say we're gonna get a tight end in the first round. Oh man, they get offensive line in the first round. We got a good offensive line. We could get that in the later round. Let's focus on getting good defensive players that's going to be part of this culture. That's going to buy into it. That's
what the game plan should be, man. No matter what, fits this defense one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they trade down, take whatever the best corner or something like that, whatever pick it is, cool. Just fits this down defense.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bree.
Yeah, I feel the same. Just concentrate on defense, and especially getting a defensive end and a linebacker. Definitely need a linebacker.
Yes.
Because I understand people like we got Anzalone, we got Rodriguez, but we need something better.
We need an inside linebacker. We need an inside linebacker.
They can just be physical they can close in on gaps. Yeah, it's like a security guard out there. We need somebody like that, man. Dion Higley.
I wish we could have got a Bobby Wagner or somebody, man. That would have been nice. But hey, they want to go a different direction. So can't get mad at that.
Yeah. And even then, I think we get Bobby Wagner. He brings his veterans, his presence, his championship DNA. That he'll bring that to this team if he was to be with the Lions.
Yeah.
I know he's up in age, but he would have brought that leadership in that position. Even on the whole defense, he would have brought that leadership. But he wanted to go a different route. That's fine. I understand. So
to me, based off the contract that he took, by the way, I feel like he about to retire after this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely, man. But yeah, man, it's gonna be fun, man. This draft.
All right, everybody, screw this. Everybody, give me a player you want. that you really want in this draft? No matter what round he might be in, give me that guy that you hope they get. It could be in the second round, third, fourth, first round, whatever it is. Give me a player.
We'll start with Bree.
Yeah.
Ooh. Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter will have.
Okay.
I would like that.
All right. Let's say you DC. DC villain.
I would say this is going to be a sleeper. That corner from Illinois.
Devon Witherspoon.
Yeah,
I like him too.
yeah. I like him a lot.
Okay.
And you know what? I didn't watch much of him until when they played Michigan.
Okay.
When he was unbelievable, and Michigan almost lost that game. Michigan almost lost that game. I'm not saying this because I'm Michigan State guy. Knows. When I actually looked at that game, I was at work when I looked at that game. Witherspoon his butt out.
Yeah.
You watch
Witherspoon.
He's a sleeper.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Bree, man, what you got in mind?
I'm looking at this little mock draft. Supposedly could be trade. Now between the Ravens and the 49ers. So they're talking about Ravens could send Lamar Jackson to the 49ers to acquire Trey Lance and draft picks.
Oh, you know what? I can weirdly see that on draft night.
I got to think about this one. I got to really think. The reason why I say this is it's just hypothetically that was to happen. You could just imagine that Kyle Shanahan would dial up that he would change his offensive playbook for Lamar Jackson. And on top of that, you still got Christian McCaffrey.
Elijah Mitchell coming back.
Elijah Mitchell. And you got Debo.
Brandon Ayuk.
And Kittle. Now, here's the only thing I'll say is Christian McCaffrey, as far as him go, I get what y'all saying with that dude, like 4 games guaranteed. But other than that, yeah.
Dude. This is not he's not with Carolina anymore. He's going to stay with the 49ers. I guarantee if the hypothetical Lamar Jackson be over there.
Yeah. And that defense is pretty good too.
Who is going to stop Debo? Who is going to stop Brandon Ayuk and Christian McCaffrey and Elijah Mitchell? And then you got to kind of think Lamar can still run too.
And then here's the thing too, but it's like I guess San Francisco saying they'll give up those 2 first-round picks then, unless it changes around because they're giving up quarterback replacement. Because Ravens still saying like my guy for Ravens still saying like they want to win, so they didn't win now mode still. That's part of the reason why they got Odell over there. So I don't know. Like I said, it's a good trade idea, but I don't know.
Right, and that's what you're absolutely right. That would be an idea. Lamar be with the 49ers. That would be the number 1 offense with healthy.
They would have to win a Super Bowl. If you don't win a Super Bowl with that, something's wrong.
And with a good defense to back you up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You know, we just talking, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But yeah, it's man.
It's
So
a
what about
lot
you, man?
funner. Oh yeah, my pick. All right, since y'all got Carter, y'all got Witherspoon, those are some of my guys. So this person I'm gonna talk about. Now, initially, I was always on the Trenton Simpson hype train for a while, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I looked at Deion Hentley from Washington State. Oh my God,
Oh,
he is exactly what this Lions defense need. And they try to hold him all the time, saying like they think he's only good fit for it inside. But bruh, this might be all you need for him, man. Might be all we need, bro. He ain't as fast as Simpson, but man, I think he might be more deadlier. And I feel like he is around a lot of the big time plays that you kind of need, because I know a lot of people like the Jack Campbell. He always has his way around the ball too. And he, like I say, he's really good at run defense. He's really good at hitting getting to the quarterback far as, getting through gaps. He gives you a wider dimension. I think his game is it's bigger and more framed than a lot of other linebackers is. It's just that he gets a lot of talk because they don't feel like he's good to bounce in from outside, or like jumping in as a wheel linebacker, or like to outside. He's more of a Mike guy, and I'm like, that's cool with me. 'Cause that's what we need in inside. We need somebody who can be a thrust, that can make quarterbacks jump a little bit and make them think what they're doing. Somebody who got the speed enough to come in on the inside or off the edge if need to be. He's somebody that can definitely help out, man. I really like this guy. I've been saying like, yeah, I like Trent Simpson, but let's see if somebody's better. Yeah, I think I found somebody a little bit better.
man, that's a nice pick, man.
Mm-hmm. Linebacker. Yeah, we need that hit bad.
I see another scenario, fellas. I'm looking at now. I see another one that say the Lions could move to 3 and pick up CJ Stroud and give it up to 6, 81, and a next year draft.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Because at this point right now, we don't necessarily need to rush to get a quarterback at this point right now.
Not at least not far as trading up to go get one in the first round.
Exactly. Yeah.
18, another story.
Right. But I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Just ain't gonna do it. Nah, we ain't doing that. I'm sick of helping other teams out.
Yeah. They need to help us.
All right. So, all right. Any final words on the topic, man? What y'all any last feelings on it? I mean, we did just have just a quick touch up. We did just see the trade for Green Bay, and Jets finally go through. Get that cancer out of here. They basically slot pits.
Matter of fact, I mean, Bree, how did you feel about that trade?
Oh, say that again.
About the
Sharon Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, Jets needed to do what they had to do. They would have been dumb not to make that move. So it just tell me. And then we got the bragging rights of we sent Aaron Rodgers out of town. So we gonna always have them bragging rights. But hey, Jets needed to do that move, man. I'm happy for him. Hopefully, he got Breece Hall and Berrios and all them dudes there. So
and he got like 18 receivers.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I think Berrios is gone.
Oh, Berrios gone.
I think he signed with the Dolphins.
Oh yeah. Oh Lord.
Elijah Moore and a couple other people.
Elijah.
No, Moore was traded.
Moore was traded to the Browns.
Yeah.
Because they got Harvin.
Okay.
Right.
So they got
it just tells me since the signing, they don't have no belief in Zach Wilson. None.
Yeah.
For them to make this move and you just draft this guy, that means you have no belief in him whatsoever. So his confidence is done.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for the Jets. As long as he leaving the Green Bay, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Dude, that just make us more of a favorite and give us a better chance.
Yeah, definitely, man. It was good for both sides. Green Bay, and for the Jets, it was good. It was good for both sides. The simple fact, Aaron Rodgers can start something fresh. He's not in the NFC, so we ain't got to worry about him. He's in the AFC. Let him deal with Mahomes and Herberts and Burrows. The Jacksons. Let him deal with all. Yeah, man. I like it. You know what I'm saying? And Green Bay, they're in rebuilding mode. So, it worked out for both sides. So now Aaron Rodgers, he reunited with Alan Lazard. He got McCole Harmon. You got Brees Hall. You got some weapons. So
that old ass man Randall Cobb.
I don't think he went over there.
Okay.
You don't think he did?
I don't think he went over there. I could be wrong, but he wanted to recruit him there. But yeah. Well, like I said, that's going to be a tough division in the AFC East. You got to think Miami. You got to definitely with Buffalo. I mean, the only reason I won't count on New England is Bill Belichick. But yeah, man. Enough with the Green Bay and the Jets, man.
Yeah, that garbage.
See, let me bring this up too before we end that. Jordan Love gets a chance. So that's all I want to say on that.
He gets a chance to get 0-2 against the Lions in the division.
Exactly. Just like Justin Fields.
Final thoughts?
Only final thoughts I got for this one is how long before Aaron Rodgers come back to the NFC North to play with one of our rivals? Just saying.
I see what it's going.
He'll be a free agent in a couple years, so he'll be trying to jump on one of those teams.
I had no comment.
The Minnesota Vikings.
Imagine he joined the Chicago Bears. That'd be hilarious.
I own Chicago. Wow. But yeah, man. Definitely got it. It's gonna be fun this draft Thursday, man. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be exciting, man. Definitely, man. It's gonna be popping, man. It's gonna be exciting. We all looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Let's get into this topic, man. The NBA playoffs. Early. Right now, I'm looking. Milwaukee Bucks are winning.
Yeah.
In the third quarter, 82-69. Giannis is playing. Thank God we at least got one star just playing. I mean, you got guys, De'Aaron Fox. He's doubtful for tomorrow with the fingertip.
Must be one hurt ass fingertip, boy.
And his shooting.
Damn. Somebody must pull his out the socket or something. That gotta be, because ain't no way. I just hit my big toenail the other day and made it come off, and I jumped up and still went to work and got shit canned. Ain't no goddamn way. I'm just saying.
So I want to just talk about this right there, man. The NBA, man, it's getting soft.
It's getting soft.
It's actually, I'm sorry, it is soft. It's terrible. You see all these big name players being down of injuries, knick-knack injuries is like bro, you could play through this. Back in the 80s and 90s and 70s, they was playing through injuries. Man, we saw, you know, Isaiah Thomas hopping on, scored 25 points in the third quarter.
A half dead Michael Jordan with the flu, then they're about to pass out, dropping 60, getting carried by his teammates at the end of the game.
Right.
Kobe with an Achilles.
Kobe with Achilles. With a mess. Kobe, I remember one time Kobe had his shoulder was messed up. He was shooting with his left hand.
Dude had a broken finger. And they put it in place, and he went right back in the game.
Come on, man. It's crazy, man. You see these guys is getting, banged up and all the team play. This, third. And like, come on, man. This game is changed so much. They wanted so much scoring with little defense. They don't want too much physicality because it takes it out of the game. And
that's what used to make the game fun, though.
Right. You can't hand check no more. You can't. It's just sad, man.
No defense.
Man, you used to see the Bulls and Knicks, the Pistons and Bulls, the Lakers and Celtics. Even with the 90s, see Houston Rockets and either San Antonio Spurs. All these teams were physical. The NBA was physical.
The Kings and the Lakers.
Exactly. The early 2000s. Even with the Pistons and the Pacers. The 04 year when the Pistons won. The Pistons was holding teams under 70 points. And I say this because my personal opinion, that year when the Pistons won the 04, and then when they 05, when they lost to San Antonio, to me, that's how I feel they changed. Because they wanted more scoring. They wanted all the offense, dedicated to the offensive players. That can shoot the ball. They want all these up and down running guns, 100-some points, like you see now. You see 170-some points in the regular season game without overtime. Come on, man. We don't see games like it be in the low 80s and 90s. You don't see that no more. We just saw New York Knicks. Hell, Cleveland did 79 points in the playoff game.
Right.
Come on, man. I like games like that.
Yeah. It's sad, man.
It's sad. I mean,
this load management is making it worse too, man.
Yeah.
They need to do something about that.
Yeah.
Either you're gonna have more players be available to play, or you got to do something. Because it's getting worse, man. This is probably the most injury-filled year, I think, probably in NBA history.
And the thing about that, to add to that, is like it's almost starting to feel like these players, these star players too, is almost starting to feel like they only want to play like in the last 20-some games of the season and going into the playoffs. Like they don't want to play for real until they get in the last. But you're starting to tip me off because you miss out on chances of the other guys to, get the proper minutes that they want because you coming out their stats showing. But then when it's time for you to play for real, you now want to sit on the bench when it's money time. So what's the point of even letting you play in the early part of the season? You might as well sit in your street clothes and wait till the last 25 games or so, because what's good to have you out there if you go complaining about load management, this and that there. I could say if you were going through a 5-game stretch and you had 3 back-to-backs and 2 of them were on the West Coast, you were East Coast player, and then you had to come home and you took a night off at home So you know what I'm saying? So a team that you can beat easily. That's one thing. But these guys going on road games that they barely go to. Players that people that want to see them. It could be somebody in Utah that didn't get the Lakers this year. You know what I'm saying? Let's say it's that team. Like they want to see LeBron. Now he choosing to take a night off. You know what I'm saying? He engineered a lot of this, by the way. Just so people know. He engineered a lot of this. I know Kawhi Leonard get the blame for it a lot. But it seemed like as soon as LeBron started complaining about they scheduled a few years ago, back when Charles Barkley called it out, he called him soft, saying that the league is soft. He said you get paid to play basketball. A lot of people gave Charles Barkley a headache about that, but he was right. He was part of that era. He used to get into wrestling matches down there every fucking night with Shaquille O'Neal. This is the same guy. He used to get into physical brawls. And I feel like that's what's making these players more injury prone. The softness. They not used to having to play aggressive defense and play physical. So anytime a little thing does happen, oh, I gotta leave the game on hurt because you're not used to it. Think about it. This is a league where Jordan used to get knocked on his ass by smaller guys like Isaiah Thomas. This is a league where Isaiah's small ass used to get bounced and hit. Not only with his own teammates, but going against the other guys from the team and shit. Like, it used to be that kind of match, and his little ass still healthy to this day. Y'all breaking y'all bodies down. AI still in decent shape. The thing about it is they don't have the heart to go at all. If they want to get their little stats, but they don't want to put their bodies through their engineering and toughness to go through. Mm-hmm. They rather sit there and run their mouth a little bit. That's like, come on, where the physicality at? We'll play a little defense.
Mm-hmm. And I don't want to play defense no more, man.
Right.
And, they took the fun out of the game, man. It's just like, you brought it about, fans, want to go to see the best players. And it's like, let's say we go to Pistons game, we want to see like let's say Kevin Durant. Now he's in Phoenix. Now you play, they come once a year. I come to the game. I'm thinking I may see Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, and they not playing.
And he got his nappy head ass sitting on the sideline.
Right. I mean, come on, man.
Well, actually, he cut his hair, so his hair is a lot nicer.
He's still nappy head. And he's still nappy head. We know he got the fake fill-ins to match out his forehead with that receding shit that was happening too. So yeah,
he said he brushed them off.
Man, dust off his shoulders. Jay-Z, brush, lean out your hands and gotta brush that. Hey man, what is this?
Yeah, I agree with that, man. It's just when you anticipate on a player coming and he's not playing, and then you just spend hundreds of dollars to see this player and he don't show up, you can't get your money back.
All right.
You gotta look at the game. When you participating on LeBron or somebody like that, just you think, oh man, they gonna play, or Steph or somebody, and they don't play. You'd be like, oh man, maybe I can get his autograph for his picture, and then you can't get that. So now you out of money. Mm-hmm. So
that's why I say this one thing, because I just had my first game. That's where I met you at. Boy, if Lillard didn't play that game, I was gonna have to find him and sit on him, man. Like, you just go take the night off, huh? Bam! I would have to get Lillard that night.
But, it's so great when we were down in at the game, man. That Portland team, they came from a back-to-back. They was in Orlando, and he played.
Yeah.
And then him to play with, what I'm saying, against the Pistons. That was his week. Everybody was coming to, a lot of fans was coming to support the Pistons, but it was also a lot of fans, they wanted to see Damian Lillard.
Right. And that's the thing about it. Like, he blew us out in the first half. And then he just started like chucking shots. So he balanced it out. He let the other guys finish us off. At least he gave them something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I will say, I respect Klay Thompson, because when that finals happened versus the Raptors, he did play through the ACL injury. I think that's what he took in that game. He fought through it and finished the game. Because you in the finals. He said, F it. Now, KD, he couldn't do nothing about that Achilles injury. It is what it is. You know, he seemed like he was all right, but I don't know what that was about. But he couldn't play through, obviously. So from the spot where it was, so I get that. But Klay Thompson, I saluted my hat to him because he wanted to finish that series off with Curry. And he was out for that whole year after that, and then come back to there and there when they won that next one, the one they just won. So. I mean, that's what it takes, man. Sometimes you gotta just say, F it, this is here, this is right now. This is the biggest game. He showed it. He was one to play through that injury. He probably tried to do it again if they got a chance to be in the finals. So we need more guys like that.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
See, and another person I gotta say, I know this gonna hurt Detroit fans when I say this name. Blake Griffin. For what he did in that playoff, playing with one leg, and still went out there and played his butt off. I understand it still hurts, but I gotta respect him for even doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? What Blake said, play with one leg. You playing against at the time that superior team, Milwaukee Bucks. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I know it wasn't pretty hard. We got swept, but at least he went out there. He put his effort out there. You know, he put his effort out there. He tried his best. Yeah, I know a lot of Pistons fans. We didn't like it. They didn't like Blake Griffin the way how he went about it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think about it too. That was from right now. That was the last time the Pistons had made the playoffs. That year. We haven't made the playoffs ever since. I understand we've been rebuilding. But that year we made the playoffs. Him and with Drummond. Blake Griffin was hobbled. So you know, you gotta give him a little respect. You know, for at least putting effort out there. I don't know you getting that look in your face like, man, you get out that mess, man.
I ain't got to respect shit. Fuck you.
Blake said put some respect in his name.
Tell him to fix our cat back to the same then and tell him
that's
to do
the
that.
Stan Van Gundy situation.
Damn it. So motherfucker didn't want to pay him initially anyway because he didn't trust the dude health. That's what it was.
Yeah. Man. This all that outside these injuries, you know, from Kawhi is not playing tomorrow. Well, I'm not gonna get into that. You know, it's gonna make me mad. But other than that, I got one for y'all. The baby wolves kept the wounds away. You know what? Me and Bree was just talking about that before you came in. We used to start before we start the show. Minnesota is the dumbest team in the NBA. You had a 12-point lead with a little bit over 2 minutes left. I think it was less than that, if I'm not mistaken. You gave up a 12-0 run. And luckily, it went to overtime. You let Michael Porter Jr. hit 2 threes, and Jokic hit a 3.
God damn.
And that's 9 points already. And your coach didn't call a timeout for nothing. I'm telling you, and Carl Anthony Towns. He almost like a Kwame Brown to me. I can't believe I'm saying this. He almost like Kwame Brown with good.
I mean, they both his first picks, so they kind of alike.
I mean, at least Carl Anthony Towns a little bit of talent than Kwame Brown, but come on, man. But
hey, at least Anthony Edwards showed up.
Yeah. And what's his name? Nikhil Allen Walker, he hit some cut shots in overtime, so they need to thank him.
Right.
But the baby wolves, they gonna get knocked out, man.
All right. So, any final thoughts about the stream? We approaching that time, so y'all want to get any last words out?
Bree, let's go with you, man.
Well, like Norm was saying, man, Anthony Edwards did finally make an appearance. That missing person report is done now. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, man, the players have been cool. A few blowouts.
Mainly on the baby wolves.
Going fishing with the nets. So, but yeah, man, just playoffs was cool. Again with the low management, making it crazy. And DeJounte Murray suspended for pushing a ref. So I'm like, but they was done anyway. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it for me.
No, what about you, man? No, what about you, man?
Real quick, as we know, breaking news: Man Udoka has been signed as the head coach of the Houston Rockets.
Yep.
And real quick, I think I know why he chose that job over anybody else. They were, let's be real, only thing that was really dysfunctional about the Pistons this past year was the fan base. Otherwise, I mean, not saying the head coach. Obviously, we knew the head coach had to go. I'm just saying, like, he obviously stepped down, moved into a different role. But with Houston, that team has been really dysfunctional. Not just off the field, on the court with each other, the coaching staff. So I think the reason why he took that job is to prove that he is that dude, like going to the most dysfunctional team. Because why not go where it's a little more talent? They play a little bit better basketball. They got some finals experience over there. Why not go with that team and try to recontend? But instead, he wanted to go to a trash heap. It's for a reason, trying to rebuild his name back up as a coach after everything that happened. That's what it was. He went to the worst possible situation, in my opinion. There's some talent over there, but I would have rather had the Raptors job over Houston if I was him. But that's why I think he chose them over us, over, and the Pistons seem like they're real strong with, Charlie Lee and what was it, Keith? What was it? I forget the names of the other two guys. Well, mainly Charlie Lee. But anyway, well, it was a good show, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Happy that draft is coming. Hopefully, things will work out for me personally on that night. We'll be going live at 7:30. Make sure y'all keep us on the Facebook page, D313SB. Subscribe if you haven't had a chance to, man. And yeah, man, appreciate you, Bree, for coming on here, man. You did a wonderful job. Sorry we was kind of late. But, y'all go ahead.
Oh, I got another thing too. Special announcement too. I just found out that Lauri Markkanen is the most improved player this year.
Yeah. Congratulations to him, most improved player.
Okay.
I saw that. Yeah, man. Final thoughts, man. Like you said, man, it's this great episode 3 of the Rapaport, man. So definitely looking forward to this NFL draft on Thursday. We definitely gonna be going live at 7:30. Make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all should subscribe, not describe. Subscribe to D313XP. Follow our Facebook and our Instagram page, and also to we usually go live on every Thursday. Can y'all hear me? I can't hear y'all.
We hear you.
Okay. No, you hear me?
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, man. Just make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Like I said, man, we go these live every Thursday. So we got our episode 10, our special episode, which is draft. So NBA players have been excited. Due to the injuries have been going on. So yeah, man. So it's another great episode 3 of Rapaport, man. Man, we about to get out of here. Hope everybody enjoy the rest of their day and their night. Peace out. Rapaport is out of here.
And we out.